How is everyone doing? Welcome to 42 Fishing. What I'm doing today is making a weedless hook presentation, almost snagless. What I've found is that when a lure comes along over a snag, it bumps in and it gets caught on the bottom there. It's because there's a bit of a groove, like so, on the hook. By putting this little guard here, it stops it from getting caught and it rolls over it. It was getting caught up on rocks and things, and I'm losing lures. You're losing time, you're losing money. It's never a good thing. So what I'm doing now, so I'm using a heavy single strand wire. You can use any single strand wire you want, but I like it with a bit of flex to it. Taking probably 15 mil, I suppose, 20 at the most. Fold it in half. Get a good pair of pliers just to finish it off. Like so. Take our hook so it doesn't get caught in here, remember. Place the wire from top to bottom. You want it to be sitting low enough so it's definitely going to cover over that part there. Pair of pliers. Hold the pair of pliers like so. Bend it back on itself. Good pair of pliers, so when you bend it back on yourself, it works. You're going to try and make it nice and tight as well. The tighter it is, the less movement you're going to get out of it. That goes that way. Grab it again. Another bit of wire goes the opposite direction. This obviously isn't going to make it 100% snagless, but nothing will. It just really restricts it from getting snagged. Get a bit of a lift up there. Make a bunny rabbit. Cut them off nice and close. Your line should never really get caught up in this with the sharp parts, purely because I also put a split ring on it. The split ring just gives it a bit more movement through the water. And if you put if you're running a clip on it, you're not tying it straight to the hook. It's also going to make it so it comes off easier, like so. And there we have it. That's going to move around nicely. That's going to stop it. What I'll do now is I'll bend it in a bit, just both sides so it sits even, and that way there's no way it's going to get caught up in that little angle there, and you're not going to lose a lure because of it. Thank you for watching 42 Fishing. If you like it, subscribe. There'll be more handy hints when I think of them, more fishing trips and lure making. Thank you. Bye. What I forgot to mention is to weight your hooks. I'm using solder. I've got it on one of my other videos at the start of a cod fishing trip. I found that about 50 centimeters is about the right weight for what I'm using. I'm using a Z-Man diesel minnow in a 7-inch. Just simply take it on the shank, wrap it around. You can buy pre-weighted jigs, but I found that doing it like this is a lot cheaper. You get 3 in a pack, sometimes 4 in a pack, and that's going to cost you about $13, $14, as opposed to the weighted ones, generally about the same price, but you're only getting 2 in a pack. You never run it up too far up the back of the hook, purely because that will restrict the movement on your plastic, which will give you less hookups. That's about as much as I'm going to put on it. roll it off. I'm using solder, you can use lead. Don't know what's better for the environment. All I know is I've got a heap of lead hanging around, and I'm using a heap of solder hanging around, and I'm using solder for it. There we go. One finished product.